there's a new docuseries called A Closer Look on the UMC streaming platform channel, where you're revealing some things. I remember a couple of years ago, because we had Ronny, Bobby, Rickey, and Mike on the show. They've been on a few times, and they had to go on tour, not as New Edition, because they said, did you trademark the name behind their back? So I just want to deal with that at the top. Where are we with the trademark?
Well, first, that's a bunch of B. There's never nothing done behind their back. Actually, the new edition trademark was floating around. None of us had ever owned it. And so when we were trademarking the heads of state for me, Johnny, and Bobby as a touring act, the lawyer at the time said New Edition is sitting here floating around. So me and Johnny secured the name, brought it back to everybody. And around the time we was doing the movie, it resurfaced. We kept doing heads of state. We didn't think twice about it. Everybody was kind of going their own ways around that time when we found it. So we grabbed it, secured it so that nobody else could get the name. And now, at this point in time, all of us own the name. So it was never behind anybody. And that's not the reason why they had to go out as Ronny, Bobby, Rickey, Mike. They chose not to do a New Edition tour at the time. They shut it down so that they can go out as, I didn't know they was going out as anything. They just turned down going out with Alan Heyman at the time. And next thing I know, they was going out as Ronny, Bobby, Rickey, and Mike. So that's how that went.
So are you, all right. And I'm, I misread and misunderstood. Are y'all cool now? How's the relationship now?
Yeah, we're good. We're talking about trying to do some things to resurface, trying to find the best way to do it. For the most part, everybody's in conversation with each other. I've kind of been out the loop doing my solo stuff for a minute because I just launched a new single, All Mine, with Johnny, and so just putting my own self back on the map. It's like when that happened, I realized how much I had just sacrificed all of myself for New Edition, and didn't really work on or open my own lanes properly like I probably should have. And so I started working on that. So during, we're all in cahoots. Everybody understands what I'm doing. They're proud and happy for me getting up and launching. They want me to be just as strong a leg as as a New Edition offspring as all the rest of the members. Bobby got his thing, BBD got their thing, Johnny got their thing. So, I got to strengthen my leg over here as well. So in the process of doing that, I've been just out of the loop a little bit, on the phone here and there, making sure that they know I'm there and I'm a part of the whole thing. But I'm really moving and shaking as an individual right now and looking for the right opportunity to launch New Edition again the proper way. So it'll happen.
That's been, my understanding of them is that y'all are a brotherhood. You started out as brothers, you're going to end as brothers. And so, to see any fissures, and I guess they happen in families all the time, was kind of, sad to see it, but I'm glad. Have you reached out to Bobby since the news has surfaced that his son, Bobby Jr., passed away?
I haven't been able to get him on the phone. It's a heartbreaking time for all of us right now. That was my little nephew, It's my extended nephew, and he was a really, really good kid. Not one of those guys you got to bail out of jail all the time. Just got worried about what he's going to get into. He was a really good kid working on his life, and I just think the world's going to be deprived of a lot of the great things that he had in store for himself, because he was working on some nice things and just always well-mannered. Uncle Riz, this always smiling. I'm just going to miss that little guy. But I text Bobby. I haven't been able to get him on the phone yet. I hadn't spoke to Bobby in quite some time. And so going into this, it was kind of odd. Like, how do I start this whole conversation back up? But as a brother and as somebody who cares about what just happened to my nephew, his mom and his sister, his mom Kim and his sister LaPrincia, I know they're going through it as well. I'm trying to reach out to everybody, just let them know that, I'm here and I care, and I understand, and if there's anything I can do, I'm here for them. But I haven't actually got him on the phone or one-on-one with him. I will soon.
Now, this may be a kind of a tough question to answer, but, you guys, as a family, as a brotherhood, y'all, and as a group, y'all have a complicated history. And a lot of times when you get older, things seemingly get better, or you would hope. Do you think that a lot of the complications that y'all are dealing with now are from outside influences, or are they really just boiled down to personality?
No, it's not outside influence. This is just us getting in our own way sometimes. A lot of strong personalities, a lot of people who like to be at the, their ideas are strong. And a lot of the brothers in the group are smart brothers. So when we come together, sometimes you got to let your your idea of what you think should happen next, or what we should do next, or how we should approach something. You got to put it on the back burner a lot of times to just go for the majority, where everybody feels like the answers are leaning toward the most. We always gravitated toward those. And it's not the first time. This is like probably not even as bad as some of the stuff in the past that nobody's ever heard about, that we've bounced back from and made it happen. So it'll be no different. It's like the brother that's wearing your shirt all the time. Like, stop wearing my shirt, man.
Yeah.
You won't stop loving them. That's your brother, but you want them to stop wearing your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. It's those kind of small things like that that really get in. It's nothing major. And so as we get, talking and getting back on the phone and trying to figure out the best plan of attack, we'll come with something special, and we'll do it New Edition style.